Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on what's going to be a hot couple of weeks here for the ArkLaTex. As we look at the weather pattern, we do have, of course, Debbie, which is slowly inching its way up the East Coast, and we have upper level high pressure centered over the Rockies that does extend right over the ArkLaTex, and this high is going to continue to dominate our pattern. And as a result, we're going to stay rather hot and we're going to stay very dry here. Not only this week, but pretty much all of next week looking dry as well. Let's get into the next couple of days here with Robin's Toyota Futurecast. You can see we will see a mostly clear sky across the area this evening. Tomorrow, I expect lots of sunshine. Tomorrow very well could be the hottest day of the week as temperatures will likely surpass 100 degrees over much of the ArkLaTex tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we'll see a bit of a wind shift as the wind becomes more northeasterly eventually under a clear sky. And Thursday, looking at the continuation of the sunshine, it'll be hot, but not as hot as we've seen here recently, but temperatures still at many locations up close to 100 degrees. Here are the details on the longer range aspect of things, and one thing we have to look forward to is that the ridge likely will weaken a little bit as we head towards the weekend. That will allow temperatures to dip below 100 for the weekend and maybe Monday, and then the center of the ridge will expand back to the east and southeast, and that will heat us up again next week. It is possible we could see a little bit of rain over the northern edge of the area, but most of us will stay dry and all of us will stay hot. You can see by the time we get to Thursday, the center of that ridge over east and northeast Texas, and that means we will likely see more triple digits for several days of next week as well. And again, it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon, as even longer range models going out a couple of weeks show triple digits remaining a possibility. As far as rainfall, most of the ArkLaTex will not get any from now through next Friday. This is a 10-day rainfall projection from the blend of models. It is possible, again, north of Interstate 30 that we might see a tenth to a quarter of an inch or so. But again, dry is the theme as far as our weather pattern is concerned. In the tropics, still watching Debbie, which is just about ready to move back over the Atlantic. It'll make a quick U-turn and move back inland over South Carolina. Parts of the East Coast could see another 10 to 20 inches of rain before it's all said and done, and then Debbie will accelerate through the northeast as we go into the latter stages of this week and finally move out. Other than that, the tropics remaining rather quiet. We do have one minor disturbance here, very small chance it'll develop. I can't find a model that shows that happening. There is another disturbance which came off of Africa yesterday. Some models indicating that could try to develop sometime late next week over the perhaps eastern Caribbean in this general area. So these disturbances here are worth watching as we go through the next week and a half. Meantime, here at home, we're going to be watching plenty of heat as tonight is looking mostly clear. Temperatures will stay warm, 76 tonight in Shreveport, 73 in Texarkana, 71 in both DeQueen and Hope, and 73 degrees for the nighttime low tonight in Marshall. Tomorrow we'll see lots of sunshine. Heat advisory once again will be in effect as we'll see highs in the triple digits over most of the ArkLaTex. 102 in Shreveport, 102 in Natchitoches, 101 for the high temperature in Texarkana. Again, that heat index will easily surpass 105 again tomorrow. And your 10-day forecast shows that triple digits could linger through Friday, upper 90s this weekend and Monday, and then we move through the middle and end of next week with more triple digit heat. Overnight lows for the most part will be in the mid to upper 70s with nothing significant as far as rain for most of the area. Again, a little bit of rain possible across the northern edge of the ArkLaTex sometime next week. In the meantime, heat is going to remain the story as we go through this week and all of next week, with many days in the next 10 surpassing the century mark.